Well, g'day guys. Welcome to the channel. Thought we'd do something a little bit different this one. Way back when I was a tech in the early 2000s, well, I've been a tech forever, seems like it. I did a YouTube series on how to fix your own gear. Now, this started in 2006. There was a 10-part series, and it sort of got by the wayside. This wasn't my channel at that time. It wasn't Techo Baz. It was just a repair channel, and it sort of just disappeared over the years. No one was really used to YouTube. No one, most people didn't know what it was. So I thought, for a bit of a giggle, why don't we have a look back 2006 and these antenna sockets, how to change them. I think you'll get a bit of a laugh out of it. But anyway, Techo Baz in 2006. Have a look at this.
Okay, for this one, here's our antenna socket. Just give you a bit of a more of a close-up on this one. This is actually what he looks like, and you can see the end is broken off. Now what we modify this with is an adapter, which is female one end, male the other end. These adapters are AD510 and are available from West Electronics, so the cost is less than $1. Okay, now what I've done is removed the plastic insert around where the centre spindle comes out through the antenna socket. This piece, the male, actually fits into that centre piece and pushes in, and now we have a socket that fits on there. What I'm going to do is solder around the bottom there, solder the socket in onto the front of the broken antenna socket, right around there, and that will give us the female socket for our antenna. It will stick out a little bit further than the original, only slightly, but this is all about getting us going cheaply. Okay, due to the magic of television, we have soldered around the base of the unit. As you can see there, we've soldered right around, and now we have a fairly good antenna socket, at least something that the lead will stay in, because of these earlier sets that use these diplexes is what's in here actually. These early sets that use these are commonly broken, and you've really got to think twice before you take it to a repairman to fix it, because of the time involved. Quite expensive, and really a lot of people would throw the set out rather than spending $1 by just resoldering the antenna socket. And another thing, as I've said earlier, basic soldering skills are required just to do around there. Nothing elaborate, but just basic soldering is fine for these. So there you have it. We've put the socket in, we've fixed up the volume control, fixed the on-off button, the on-off potentiometer, and this set should be in good order, and it's basically cost us a total of it was around about $8.50 Australian for the on-off volume pot, and roughly probably close to $1, so $9.50, less than $10, and any handyman that is okay with soldering can certainly do a little job on their own televisions like this. I must stress, if you're unsure of the power cabling, if you're unsure of your confidence with working on a television set like this, that's where there's mains voltage involved, please don't try it. Get someone you know that could possibly do the job and is quite confident in what they're doing. I must also stress that when you're working on mains equipment, anything that plugs into the power point, whether it be 110, 120 volts, 240, 250 volts, always work with the plug unplugged. Don't ever leave it plugged in and go and work on your television. They can be a lethal device, so just remember, always unplug the machines before you're working on them. Now, the next step, we've removed the back off the set. There's about 8 or 10 screws that have taken the back off the set. Do that very gently by bringing it out away from the back. This is your tuner. Now this is the area where we were talking about, where the actual socket is broken. You'll see there on the actual top, the top of the tuner, where the socket has been broken. The solder actually breaks around where it's soldered and gives way, and the socket just comes away. The centre wire also breaks off inside the tuner there. So the best way of doing this is to desolder the tuner in the desoldering tips I've showed you, and remove the tuner, and then it's a lot easier to work on than what it is in the actual TV itself. So we will desolder this unit. Okay, now we've using our desoldering techniques, which is elsewhere in this series, I have removed the tuner from the set. So now we'll take a closer look at exactly what's happened and how you can go ahead and replace the socket on it. Okay, now what we've done here is you've put a screwdriver underneath the corner, and you can take the sides off the actual tuner itself. I've just taken them off a while ago, and around here we can see the socket missing. Inside here we can also see that a little piece of wire, which is the centre wire, centre pin of your socket, has come out from the actual circuit board. I don't know, we'll probably try and get a closer shot of that. You can see the socket there, and in there is actually where the centre wire goes on, just in there. If we turn him over and look at the other side, you can see the hole through there. So I'll show you what sort of a socket to mount, and of course the centre pin from the socket has to go in and into the hole there and be soldered on the other side. So that should be quite within the reach of anyone with a small amount of soldering experience. Okay, now the socket we're going to use is one of these little fellows. Now it is a universal antenna socket, or RF socket, PAL type, which is the same as on the back of your tuner. These little units are available from West Electronics, again in Sydney, and the price of these, you should expect to pay around 60 cents, for 60 to 80 cents for one of those. Now what we do now is that little fellow has to be mounted on the tuner, on the back of the tuner, so he looks like so. Now on the back of the little fella here, we've got a couple of lugs, like there. We bend them out sideways so that they're actually bent out flat, and that will be a starting point for us to sit him on the back of the tuner and start by soldering the tags either side, and then we can run the solder around the base of the socket and solder it on the main part of the tuner. Now I have soldered, the magic of television, soldered right around him, a fair bit of heat, and just let the solder run in around the base of the unit. Now inside, in here, we have the centre pin exposed on the RF socket. Now what we've got to do there, I'll just get a focus on here. What we've got to do there is solder a piece of wire from our centre pin down onto the circuit board down there. Now for this exercise I'm using a small piece of tinned wire. You can use any sort of wire at all for this. A leg off an old component, or a resistor, a new resistor or whatever, or if you've got any tin wire. We just poke him down through the circuit board, and we then resolder the wire to the centre pin of the socket, and we go underneath the circuit board and solder him onto the circuit board. Okay, we've now soldered a piece of small tinned copper wire in onto the back of the plug in there, and actually soldering down onto the circuit board. You can see him there, and we'll turn him over and see the other side. Okay, we can see the other side where we have soldered our wire through. That's a little bit too close there. We've soldered our wire just in there, fella there. Be very careful. The solder dabs here very small, so as it doesn't short out with anything any neighbouring tracks or anything like that. So just be very careful with your iron, a fairly small soldering iron, and if you're not real sure about soldering techniques, or you can't handle the smaller work, just please refer him to someone that has got some soldering skills. So now we've finished that, we've put the socket on him, we'll put him together, put the sides on him, and we resolder that unit back into the TV, and we've got a socket done. That job probably in around the $110 mark, as I said earlier, for that type of job. If you've got some sort of soldering skills, that job can cost you less than $1.
I'm really sorry to put you through that. Things may have changed, they may have improved. I don't know. Maybe I've just got older and I forget things. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed a bit of fun, and yeah, I better get on with some serious restorations here, like the Breville. Okay. If you really like it, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe, yeah, if you want to. Don't follow that sort of video, but follow all the new stuff. Hit the bell, and it'll tell you when there's a new video coming up. Okay, till then, bye guys.